back in December, we kind of pushed out our smartphone app. We mentioned it to you all. We had it out there for a little over a month, and we're ready to kind of roll with it and push it out. So we're going to talk a little bit about our new smartphone app that we're pretty excited about, as well as just in general our social media that we're working on. So Officer Metcalf is our webmaster. He kind of heads up a lot of our social media. He's been very instrumental in developing and working with the company to put together our police smartphone app. He's got some stuff he's going to share with you, and then he's got a demonstration for you.
Doug, can you just real quickly answer why you guys are doing this? Just kind of clue us in a little bit about what this is going to do for the public, or why you guys...
Absolutely. One of the things that we strive for in the police department is to connect with the community. We're very interested in using technology to leverage and to enhance our communication with the community. One of the things that I think for those that choose to use them, and it's a significant number of people, is using smartphones. So in mid to late 2011, we began to look at what was out there as far as police smartphone apps. We found one, we looked at it, we tested it, we talked to cities that were using it. We felt like it was a good fit for our department to go with Wired Blue and the My Police Department application. We hope, it is our intent, that this application will be used by smartphone users, that they will interact with us when you see some of the functionality. But for us, it's just an additional way to leverage technology to communicate with our community. Jared?
Jim, talk about the billboard.
Sure.
You know how many we have? 7 or 8?
I believe there's 7.
All right, well, like Lieutenant Nolte said, we're putting an emphasis on social media this year. We've been doing real well with it the past year or so, but we find it's a great way to connect with people. Lots of people are on social media already, and it's an easy way for us to put out information to a lot of people very quickly. The first thing that we have is the My Police Department smartphone application. It contains staff directories, contact info, directions to substations. There's links to our online reporting, our social media, and this is only the first version of it. There's more functionality coming in the upcoming versions of that also. I'll do a demo for you guys here at the end. I can show you some of the stuff from that. Second thing is our Facebook page. We post to that pretty much every day that we're at work, 5 days a week. We've been on Facebook and Twitter both since March of 2009. On Facebook, we're up to almost 5,400 likes. Twitter, we have just over 4,700 likes. And nationally, we're ranked 4th in our category, which is 500 to 999 officers in those categories, and we continue to move up those rankings. We'd like people to follow us. We feel like it's a great way for us to get out information. We give out crime info, suspect info. We can post videos from crimes, weather, safety tips, upcoming events, those sorts of things. That's the big stuff. Do you guys have any questions on that stuff?
How does the app, does the app basically just make those things you're already doing more accessible to people with their smartphones?
Yeah, that's one thing. Let me pull it up and I'll show you. We actually have different pages, one for City Hall and then one for each of the 4 bureaus, so people can get directions to a specific substation and pull up information specific to that area. Our department contacts, you can scroll through it. It has names, emails, phone numbers. If it's a specific section, it'll have what floor they're on and their phone number. We have our latest tweets. Twitter is integrated into it. Some of the upcoming functionality is you'll be able to enable push notifications, that every time we post something to Twitter, you can get a notification on your phone. So if it's something that's happening right away, you can get an immediate notification of that. We have tips, forms that you can commend an officer. You basically fill that in, submit all the information, you can attach a photo, and then you can enable GPS settings so we can know where you were at when you submitted it, if you would like that. You don't have to do that. And all of that is anonymously. It goes to the company that produces the app, and then it's sent to us we don't have access to an email or location or anything unless you give that information to us. There's also a link to our department's website. You can see pulls up there. And then there's also the tab at the bottom that has a phone number to call for non-emergencies, has links to our Facebook, Twitter, also has links to our online reporting, which pulls up all the forms that are available. Everything that we take online, it has links to that. And lots of the same stuff down there.
When you guys are doing your research, what made you choose the app that you did over the other ones? What were some of the things that made it better?
This one we found was very popular. Also, once you download this app, you can use it for other departments that use the same app. It's not only our app, it's people like Waco, Texas, Green Bay, Wisconsin, lots of departments in Massachusetts, and it's gaining in popularity. It's only been around for about 7 or 8 months, so it's still fairly new. It's also police specific. It was produced by a detective in Massachusetts, so he understands the police side of it rather than just the application side of it.
And to be honest with you, there's not a whole lot of applications that are available for, there's a lot that are available for, or more becoming available for city governments. But as we looked into it, finding someone that was reputable, someone that understood some of the things that were going on with the police department specific. One of the things I want to point out, the question was raised, why are we doing this? And just this morning we were looking at some of our Facebook interactions, and because we have the ability to look at insights and see what we're doing, we noticed that January 4th we had 93 new people that liked our website or our Facebook page. And so we looked back at what we were putting out January 3rd, and we had put in relationship to one of the New Year's Day homicides, we'd put out that we were looking for a particular individual. And what we noticed is exactly the kind of response. We had a lot of people that were made aware of it. We were within a few hours of that going on, the individual turned himself in, and we gained that credibility of using social media. And what I can tell you as an essential thing that we have to look at is how do we use our resources. And when you can put information out and put it out in such a manner that social media allows us, when we're looking for someone that's wanted, and turn around and be able to kind of show that it reached its intended audience, and then the conclusion was very much successful in that we had the individual turn himself in. We didn't have any thing else that happens. That's exactly what we want to see continue. And so I think that for us, those are the examples that help solidify why social media is important. And with Jared sitting behind a desk moving that information around, it's very cost effective to do that, and it doesn't take up a lot of time and resources. He's able to do other things. So it's just one example. We've got others, but
it sounds like a natural extension of the community policing concept. You're reaching out to the community in different ways, in different segments of the community you might not reach.
Stan, that's very much the case. And to be honest with you, we know that social media isn't for everyone. And so we're not, we want to make sure that we're still including people that have not embraced social media as their method. But by and large, we're also adding a demographic that might otherwise not be connected to us. We'll be around if you guys want to get a little bit more on the demo. We can do that too.
So anything special people have to do to be able to get, do they have to
Yeah, go ahead, I'm sorry.
You go to either the App Store or the Android Marketplace. Those are the two platforms it's available for, and search for My Police Department. And within that, it's free for citizens to download. They can download it, search for Kansas, and then Wichita, and select Wichita Police Department.
We do want to stress it's a free app. So
Yeah.
absolutely free.
App Store and Android. What was the other Android one?
the Android marketplace.
Android marketplace.
Yeah, it's available for Apple and Android platforms. Yep.
Any other success stories you heard, maybe even nationally, of how this app has helped police departments?
Well, I would say that for us, because we did a soft rollout and we've had it up since December, we have not had as much. We don't have as much data on the application. Wired Blue is the creator of it. They would be the ones to contact direct. They're really good at getting back. So if you wanted to get with them, or we can try to liaison with them to see what other departments are doing. The big advantage for us is that it gives people a platform to take pictures real time. Probably I need to stress too, this is not a replacement for 911. These aren't, if you need an officer out, you need to call 911. However, there are times when you see something and you think, gosh, I'd like to report this. It's not an emergency. Those are the sort of things that we can do here. So keeping that in mind, a lot of times what we see when we ask and solicit tips from the media is just the ability to get information back from people. And this is a somewhat convenient way for people to get information back to us when we need it.
And you said that can be done anonymously as well?
Absolutely.
Yes. The only information we have is whatever information is included when you fill out the form.
Because that's kind of a big thing, don't you? I mean, is that a big part of?
Absolutely. You know, and out of fairness to, we use Crime Stoppers and we'll still continue. This is not a, this is just an enhancement to that. This is not something that we want people to use instead of Crime Stoppers. You can use both. I want to be clear that this is just another avenue. This isn't to create any kind of competition. We'll take information any way someone wants to give it to. If they want to write a note and leave it on the city building steps, we'll take it that way. We don't. We want people to come forward, and we will make it as convenient as possible. We will try to make it as painless as possible. But in our opinion, you know, people talking to us and give us information is the key. How we get it, if it comes through Crime Stoppers, through a police department app, or through a carrier pigeon, we'll take it.